Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Pungo Paints, our Let's Paint series. This is our Khornate Night Lord. I'm your host, Trooper 6. And we are still going on with this one. And right now, we're going to do some rough iron. Another mixing ball on this one. Makes it very nice to use. Thought about adding them to the others, but I'm just not that worried. I feel like if I get another set of paint, then I would. Alright, so still using our tiny brush, but our music has changed yet again. Now we are on to Daft Punk. This is Daft Punk Live. The show is Alive 2007. In case you guys ever feel like looking that up and listening to it one day. If you like Daft Punk, if you already like Daft Punk, you probably already know about it. And if you like Daft Punk and don't know about it, dude, look it up. It's a great little live show. Makes you really wish you were there. And if you were there, well, fine. Tell me all about it, please. I love concert stories. Everybody's always got something good when it comes to a concert. If you've seen nothing but bad concerts, I'm going to say, hey, maybe change the type of concerts you go to. Whew. Brush almost got away from me on that. It was threatening to get to the armor, which it brushed up against, but didn't exceed where we needed it to go. All right. As you can see, that is an uneven thing going on here. We got iron on one side and silver on the other, but that's okay. You know why? Chaos! If you hadn't noticed, I went ahead and painted that chest piece. I put the copper on it. I didn't want it to be too bright on the chest. I went ahead and painted that off camera just because I figured I'd get something done while the leg was drying. But we're doing all right on time, I guess. It's looking like this is going to be another 6-episode ordeal. I've already lost count on episodes. I think we just did our 4th. This might be the 5th. I don't know. I'm trying to move things along for y'all. I don't like going past 6 episodes because honestly, if you're doing one upload a week, 6 episodes, that's a month and a half right there. So what the hell we doing? You know, and I'd rather not kill you guys like that or anything. Like I say, if I want to see a different model, I wanted to see you paint something different, but now I got to sit through this. Honestly, it reminds me a little bit of the Game Grumps. Like if they were doing a game that you just don't care about, but they did a long series of it and they didn't do anything in between, you had a long time to wait until they did something else. Like I remember when they were doing Pokemon Red, and that was like 115 episodes or something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, if you didn't even like Pokemon, then you had to sit through all of that, and you were probably bored. But I mean, it is what it is. We gotta get this stuff painted. But since I have not shown any love to this chainsword in a long time, we're going to go ahead and dip right on in, right here into the center of it with that dark iron. It's been working very well for the rest of my chain axes that I've been doing. This is first Chaos Chain Sword that I have done. No, it isn't. I'm sorry. My Knights of Blood Khorne model, he had a chainsword. He had a pretty gnarly chainsword too. I like it. Boop, 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 boop. Don't need a lot of paint, but I wanted something on there. I keep trying to remember to keep this more like kind of centered. However, I'm looking under this camera, and it gets a little challenging sometimes to remember to do that for you. Start contemplating on what else to do for the rest of it. We'll be okay. All right, I'll let you sit. Time to jump to that backpack and get the iron on that going. All right. And I know I hate having my hands all over these. You really just run the risk of having to repaint everything that your fingers might rub off, thanks to all the nasty little oils we have. I'm sure Grandpappy Nurgle would be so proud of all of our nasty little oils. But we're trying here, guys. We're trying. You really do get to see the process here. If I'm not mistaken, I did this with who was it? The Mortifactor. Yeah, pretty sure I did this with the Mortifactor that I painted. I'm certain that I did. The only reason I'm not just like, yes, that's what I did, is because my mind's on here and not over there. Doing all right. Doing all right. I could have used a big brush, I guess, but I wanted to make sure I really get in here. Because, as I've stated multiple times in videos, I don't want to keep repainting blotches and other crap like that. It's just time consuming, and it gets irritating to me. And I'm sure it would be irritating to you to have to watch somebody repaint something like that. I also thought about doing time-lapse videos and just doing a voiceover. However, for this, I think we're just going to keep doing this. Like I've stated before, much like a let's play, which I almost started back in the day. There's just a million of them out there, so I didn't see the point. I figured we would try to forge a new path in the interactive platform and say, hey, why don't we sit down and let's paint? Oh my god, I just realized I did one vent and not the other. If anyone else noticed that in the previous episode and wanted to yell at me, I hear you. I hear you. If you had already commented on it in the other video, yeah. Well, my bad. We'll be alright. So this is gonna be 3 different colors on there, and honestly, I might just do that as iron, because the ornate overlay on it is gonna be that gold again. So I really could just do bronze, iron. Excuse me. That is staying silver. So, and then those bottom vents. Decisions. I think I think we're just going to leave it alone and continue with what we got at the moment. Nothing else needs to be bronzed. Well, I did say something about the helmet, so let's jump over there while I got the not bronzed iron. And bear with me, guys. I'm thinking faster than my mouth can keep up with. But we're going to get you there. You know what would be really cool is if somebody decided to paint the exact same model that I'm painting. That'd be cool. I know I haven't detailed what pieces I'm using, so I might as well tell you now. For this model, because I've been doing a lot of kit bashing lately. This is a minor kit bash, as you can tell. As I've already stated before, that this is a Khorne Berserker. I use the Khorne Berserker body. But yeah, I got the body and both of the arms and one of the shoulders. Obviously, the Khorne shoulder right there, little half shoulder. The rest is from the Black Legion box or the Legionnaires, Chaos Space Marines, whatever. So obviously the helmet, we got a very basic pauldron there, so that I could do the transfer sheet, which the transfers are still sitting over there, thank God. Black Legion backpack. So minor kit bash, but pretty evenly, I'd say pretty evenly spaced for everything. Let's see. Night Lords usually have a white face, don't they? Don't they? Sometimes. I have seen red, and that is very tempting. I could do red. It would be the... No. Would it be? Would it be the brighter red? I could. There's nothing stopping me. All I'd have to do is look at my other Night Lords. However, they're still in the boxes. Comic-Con was over a week ago now, and we still have not unpacked. Mainly because we were busy and just... Oh! Sorry, strutted. We'd let the lazy get to us. So, we just hadn't unpacked anything. I did unpack my Slaaneshi Night Lord, of course, because I wanted to do, show the comparison that we did earlier. So, the gun is done. The arm needs some flesh. Could do that. That arm is done. The chainsword needs there. The pauldrons need their gold. This helmet, though. This helmet's a real conundrum. So, what I was going to do was all of the chaos markings, of course, was going to be gold. Then I noticed that the markings went up and capped off the horns, and the horns were going to be bone colored. And that's bright on bright right there, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. However, the flesh wash should dirty that up just fine. But the face... I mean, I could leave it all still as gold. Or I could do a bright red. But I don't want it to clash. And I could do the white. The white could be interesting. Then I would have to paint the horns a dark color. Decisions. See, that's why I have the demonic yellow and the pure red out there. It's because I knew I would have my options. While we're thinking about it, I believe my gold is still... it's okay. It's hanging in there. So while the gold is still hanging in there, I'm going to break out our brush again. Our slightly wider brush. Oh, that gold is not hanging in there well, actually. We'll see how it applies real quick. Oh, it's doing okay. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's pretty gunky on the palate, I mean. But it should serve us well for now. Well, all right. So anyway, I hope you've, again, had a good week. Here we are. If the uploads stay on track, this will be, yet again, another Friday. Has anybody seen any good movies? I would like to see a movie for a change. I wanted to go see the new Mario Brothers movie. We hadn't gotten a chance to make it out. Not for a theater. If we make it out, it's family things. Would like to see another movie, though. What was the last time I saw a movie? I think it was The Batman. I think that was the last time I went to the theater. And before that, I think it was Joker. And Joker, I went to go see that by myself twice. So I saw it 3 times. I went with my then roommate. And then I had to see it again. So I asked if he wanted to go, and he said, no, I already saw it. And I was like, yeah. And you want to do that again? He was like, nope. Okay. Well, then I'll be home later. Went out to see that, and so worth it. And then I just said, you know what? 3rd time's a charm. There's a stupid little spot right there that's missing blue. That's annoying. And you can even see where the blue kind of gunked a little bit right there. And even a little bit right there. Yeah. Now that just means we got to open up the blue again. And get that one spot. Isn't that annoying? All that just for a little blip. Spread the rest of it out. Okay. There we go. Missed spot has been covered. Okay. Thank you, Night Lord's Blue. That's all we need from you. Alright. The gold is still doing okay, I guess, so we're going to try to get the other pauldron and just be done with it. And man, the helmet is still throwing me for a loop, dude. Did not think it would, but it is. Throwing me for a major loop. What do we do? If you got any ideas, comment them, and then watch in horror as I either go with your idea or not, because by the time that you do comment and upload, the model will have been done. Whew. Sure is fun. And you know what? I'll take this time to do another little call to arms. If you are new to the channel, thank you very much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Go ahead and give a little subscribe. And then hit the bell, as they say. Is that what they say? Because I know if you don't do things like that, you just, unless you keep up with YouTube. Jeez, man. Come on. Come on. Will you scrape off? Will you scrape off? I've done it before. Nope. You're just gonna spread it. And the blue's gonna try to come up. That's okay. We did just break out our blue for one little thing, so we can do it again for that. Alrighty, come on, let's just get it done. See, I'm used to painting pre-heresy Night Lords, so I go with the silver rather than the gold. So this is really, I mean, I've seen plenty of pictures of other models and artwork depicting them with gold, but this is really, really my first time getting to see the Night Lord's blue with a gold on it, and I dig it. I dig the darker blue. Now, when I had my Gulliman model, I honestly don't even know where the pieces for him are now. So somehow his arm that was supposed to hold his sword, or the Emperor's sword, disappeared. I no longer have it. So I can't really do that model anymore. And I wish it was like a Marine. I could just use a different arm and strike up a different pose, but you can't. It's Gulliman. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Gulliman just has to be difficult like that. He has to be extra. But it's whatever. I guess he's allowed. He's a Primarch. I can't get all too butthurt about it and whatever. Man, that helmet, it's going to be so... It just has to be that difficult for me, doesn't it? You know what? Let's pull it off the tacky for a minute. The tack. So tacky to call it tack. And let's see. Maybe putting it on the model will give us a better idea. I don't know if y'all have ever done things like that. I have tacked a model together to try to get a better visualization. The white might be too much. Remember, he's going to have this backpack. It's going to be back there. But Night Lords are... I've seen a lot of them with that white face. I honestly don't know what's keeping that backpack there, but alright. It's that chaos sorcery, man, I'm telling you. Decisions, you know? And I know I got that one vent, but honestly, when I started this model, I really, really, really wasn't sure how the color scheme was really going to play out. And as you can see, it's already a drastic difference because, you know, it's not the blue. Yet I'm trying to portray that Night Lord. But that darker red, I think, is going to work for him. Let's see. Honestly, we could just paint it gold. And if we don't like it, we could paint it white, vice versa. If the face is white, we would go with red eye lenses. If we go with gold, sorry, I'm getting all mixed up. My brain thinkings are going. I think we're going to go with white. And we'll just go with some red eye lenses. And dark horns. I think we're going to do it. But I also think on that backpack, I think those vents are going to be colored darker. And not that silver. The center vent, that can stay silver for all I care. That's fine. It's almost really hard to tell when it gets to this stage. So this is part of the process, as any of you painters would know, taking risks. You got to see what you can do. You got to see if it's going to work. So let's get that red and just do his eyes real quick. All right. Got the red. Where's my tiny brush? There you is. Ba-doop-ba-doop. And boop-ba-doop. Shoo-ba-doop-ba-doop-boop-boop. I haven't done a white-faced Night Lord yet. Both my Night Lords that I have done, well, not counting him, the pre-heresy ones, I believe, just had blue faces. Well, one of them had them. The other one had a red face. And then I gave him yellow eyes. And that popped so well. Oh, I loved it so much. And I know there's some tricks to like give, islands shine and everything. You paint a little orange there in the tip, and then you can do like a white dot in the back. Honestly, with this brush, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So I am just going to leave it like that. One of the cheapest ways, or cheesiest, I don't know. When I do my Caradons, I have seen people they use like green or yellow and whatnot for the islands, and it's always bugged me. You do what you want, but I always figured their eye lenses would still be black. For one, just harder to see. If they're being stealthy, harder to see. And then you got, it's kind of ominous to look into some black eyes like that. Because if you ever see them without their helmets, they definitely have some black eyes. Especially with their gene curse. And now I can't find the dark stone that I was going to use. Good Lord. All right. Bring my tray over. There it is. So we'll use dark stone for the horns, since the rest of it is going to be white. But before we really start jumping around even more, we already had some gold going there. I think we should focus up and get those done. So that's going to have to stay back there. We still got his belt. Yeah, we still got his belt to do. And that can be gold. Just to give a little shine element right there on that little chaos star. Try to be very careful here. We're almost out of time today. I know we spent a few minutes trying to figure out what we're going to do. And go figure, we're going to take the risk. Ooh, my stomach just turned on me too. Just realized I haven't eaten today. So that's always fun. But I've been kind of like go mode ever since I woke up, in a way, once I really woke up. Because I knew I had to get this going. So, alright. Yeah, we got that. Alright. And doing a once over on the body. And, okay, so basically, just need to get that little piece. The metal around his little leg strap. And then the body will be done. And all we have are the backpack, the chain sword, the flesh arm, and yeah. So we're doing all right. Now, where did my gunmetal go? My gunmetal is over here, and it has dried on us. So, okay, folks, it dried up. So we're just going to go ahead and call it for today. Thanks, guys, for tuning in again. We're going to get this thing done, all right? We're going to. We got this far. Khorne likes punishment. And painting miniatures can definitely be punishing, especially on someone's bad back, as you're kind of hunchy, trying to paint around a camera and everything. But either way, guys, we'll see you on the next round, all right? So take it easy, please be safe, and may the Void Father guide your brush.